Hi there, Vee Gang, it's a girl Vee and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time coming through to my channel, I'd like to say thank you so much for coming through. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment. And if you're a regular subby, welcome back. This is day 13 of my 30-day filmathon where I'll be filming for 30 days on YouTube. So in this episode, we're going to be talking about how you can get an 8.5 for your IELTS speaking examination. If you're interested in something like this, stay tuned for more. I'll be right back. Subscribe. As I always say, the first thing that you should do honestly is to register for your examination. Once you register for your examination, they will give you access to an application where they can give you practice text and practice examinations that can help you to practice what you expect to come in the examination. So the speaking exam is all about fluency and your grammatical skills in the terms of how you use them as you speak. The speaking exam is the same in the general and the academic examination. They are all face-to-face. Well, with Corona, I don't know what they're doing now, but usually they're a face-to-face examination with an examiner. It will take you about 11 to 14 minutes to complete the entire examination. In some countries, you do the examination on a separate day, different from your listening, writing, and reading examination. But in other countries, you do everything in one day. So the exam is split into 3 sections. In section 1, the examiner will probably ask you about yourself, about your family, about your house, about your job, about your hobbies. It's generally something based on you, so you should have the answers as to what you do and how you do it. It's all about how you are confidently explaining and expressing yourself. It's not that scary. In part 2, you'll be given a card with a topic. In my case, the examiner had a book, a whole book full of topics, right? So she gave me a page which had a topic about what I was going to speak about, and you're given 1 minute to 2 minutes to come up with what exactly you're going to talk about. There's specific questions that you'll be given about this topic. You then have a pencil and a paper where you can write down your thoughts and answer the questions that you'll be given. You have about 2 minutes to speak. In part 3 of the exam, the examiner is going to be asking you questions relating to what you would have just spoken about. It's important for you to just get familiar with what's happening in your country, what is happening in your environment, because these are familiar topics that your examiner could decide to ask you. They could ask you about the political system in Zimbabwe, or about tourism in Zimbabwe, or the places people like to visit in Zimbabwe. Where's your house? Describe your house. I mean, how do you describe your house? You need all these words to describe the painting, the carpet, the sofas. You have to use a lot of prepositions, and your pronunciation has to be correct in most cases. Of course, some people have accents and that's okay, but just try to pronounce words correctly. But even if you're pronouncing it weird, or not weird, but maybe you have an accent, just be confident in how you are conducting yourself. That is very important. The examiner wants to see that you're very confident. And the other thing is, when you are given 2 minutes to speak on a topic, if the examiner stops you, that's not a bad thing. That just means you had a lot to say and they just don't have time to be listening to that, because the exam says that you're supposed to speak for 2 minutes. It's better if the examiner stops you than you stopping before the examiner tells you to stop. Avoid repeating yourself when you're speaking about that particular topic you've been given. Try and expand on the questions. Jot down the specific things you want to talk about on the question so that you're allowed to look at what you want to talk about. It's better if she actually stops you, but try and answer all the questions whilst you're at it. You have to listen to the examiner's questions very accurately and correctly. In the event that you don't hear what she or he says, it's okay to actually stop them and be like, sorry, could you please repeat yourself? Pardon me, I didn't get that. Use correct English terms, basically. I feel like they start examining you from the moment you enter. You knock into the room, come in, you open the door, you close the door. She asks, how are you? I'm fine, thanks. How are you? Basically, have a proper conversation in English, how you would normally do it in English. It's important for you to be fluent and confident. You need to have a high grammatical range. Do not speak too fast because the examiner needs to hear you. Expand your vocabulary. You can't use the words like so, like, and, yeah, you know what I'm saying? No, like, expand your vocabulary. It's okay to take pauses and breaks in between your talking sessions, but don't make them too long. Answer the question that is being asked. If you're talking about food, talk about food. Don't divert to start talking about something else. Keep it in the range of talking about food. Have thoughtful and intelligent answers. You don't have to use big vocabulary to be considered a good English speaker. Use basic English but convey your message very accurately and fluently. Examiners look for fluency and coherency, lexical resource, grammatical range and accuracy, pronunciation. These are the things that they're examining you based upon. Be spontaneous as you speak. It could gain you more extra points. Practice answering the sample questions. There are books you can get these on. It's okay to be passionate and emotional. Extend your speech. Be very coherent. If you're unsure about an answer, it's okay to take a minute and say, that's a tricky one. Let me think for a minute. It's okay because that's what you normally do in a normal situation. Unless, of course, you're with the boys and you're like, no, don't do that. You can also ask the examiner to reformulate the question in the event that you don't understand the question. If you make a mistake, do not panic. Just try, rephrase your statement. Make a very good first impression. Look good, smile good, be confident. It's all about how you portray yourself. Do not learn the answers by heart because the examiner will come up with new questions that will give you like a mental block if you had memorized previous answers from practice tests. The examiner can tell whether you've memorized answers, so just try to be as fluent and as free as possible. The idea is to assess, can you give an opinion on an idea? That's especially for part 2 when you're given a topic. Can you bring an idea? Can you express it? Can you let someone know what's in your mind? Can you express it? Can you be passionate about an idea? It doesn't have to be something you like, but just express it and answer the question and get a good grade and move on. It's not about, do you actually really believe what is on that statement? Use useful resources. Check out the IELTS website. Don't be shy. Enjoy your chat with your examiner. It's better if your examiner actually likes you and is laughing with you. Not a problem at all. Your ideas are not important. It's not like they're testing your knowledge. It's just a matter of you answering a question. Showcase your English language skills. Don't limit your vocabulary. Simple ideas explained with good English can give you a good grade. It's not about big words. I've said this before. So that's basically what you need to know about the speaking examination for IELTS. Let me know if these tips help you out. If you have any other tips, hit me down in the comment section and we can have a fruitful discussion about this. Alright guys, thank you so much for coming through. Remember to like, subscribe and comment, and I'll see you day 14 of my 30-day filmathon. Mwah! God bless you. Bye.